And we are back in the building, back with some more boxing. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button and all that good stuff. Now guys, we're talking some boxing here, and like I always like to say on this channel, in the sport of boxing, things change from minute to minute, hour to hour, day to day. You just never know what you're going to hear. So take everything with a grain of salt. This one's in the rumor mill. It's being reported right now that Canelo Alvarez is now in talks, in negotiations to face off against Jaime Munguia. Jaime Munguia. Now, we were under the assumption that Canelo Alvarez, who's signed to a 3-fight deal with the PBC, this would be his second fight on the PBC, was going to go into a showdown next in May with Jermall Charlo. So this one kind of comes as a surprise to me, and I'm sure, you know, a lot of you guys out there. Jaime Munguia put on a great performance back on January the 27th against John Ryder. He did something that Canelo Alvarez wasn't able to do in his fight with John Ryder. He stopped John Ryder. I think it was a 9th round knockout, if I'm not mistaken. So that did pique a lot of people's interest in a showdown with Canelo Alvarez and Jaime Munguia. I mentioned in the past that a fight with Jaime Munguia would prepare him for, you know, a showdown with the likes of a David Benavidez. I think that, you know, they're similar fights. I would say David Benavidez has a better skill set, but Jaime Munguia, you know, he likes to come straight ahead. You know, he likes to throw a lot of punches, and the same with David Benavidez. I think David Benavidez is just a lot more technical than Jaime Munguia, and he has a better defense. But here's the thing that puzzles me. Now, like I said, he signed a 3-fight deal with the PBC. The PBC has moved on to Amazon Prime now instead of Showtime. They have one fight out of the way. He fought Jermall Charlo in the first fight on the deal. I don't understand, why would the PBC want to have him fight Jaime Munguia as his second fight on the deal, having to split the money with Golden Boy? It doesn't really make any sense when they have their own fighters and they could keep the money in-house. They could split it with the PBC and Canelo Alvarez. So I don't really get the logic behind that. That's why I'm kind of looking at it with a skeptical eye. Why fight Jaime Munguia, which is David Benavidez light, when you could go for the real thing, David Benavidez, who is the WBC mandatory challenger to Canelo Alvarez? That seems to make more sense, especially if you're talking about facing a guy like Terrence Bud Crawford in September. Jaime Munguia doesn't prepare you for a guy like Terrence Bud Crawford, who is a masterful boxer. It just doesn't mesh. So I just don't get the logic behind why would PBC let him do that. They got fighters sitting on the shelf waiting on fights, and then they're gonna let the guy they signed for a 3-fight deal go off and fight a Golden Boy fighter. Now, as a fan, I would prefer Jaime Munguia and Canelo Alvarez over Jermall Charlo and Canelo Alvarez, due to the fact that Jermall's been out of the ring for a long time. He fought Jose Benavidez Jr., which is David Benavidez's older brother, but I don't think that really prepares him. I don't think he's had enough tune-up fights to fight a guy on the level of Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez right now, I think he's levels ahead of Jermall Charlo. And it's because of the inactivity and other factors playing into it. I just think Jermall, if he gets in that ring with Canelo Alvarez, I think he'll lose the fight. I really do. He did put on a good performance against Jose Benavidez Jr., but like I said, I don't think he's ready for Canelo. That's a whole different level altogether, in my opinion. But that's the rumor that's going around, guys. Jaime Munguia, Canelo Alvarez in negotiations. Like I said, as a fan, I like it. I like it as a fan. I think it's a knockdown, drag-out fight. I know, you know, the Mexican fan base, they're going to love that because it's going to be one of those fights. You know, both of these guys, they're not really big on their toes. You know, they're going to stand there and they're going to trade punches. That's the type of fight it's going to be. And like I said, it would prepare you for David Benavidez, in my opinion. But you guys tell me what you think about this fight. Do you like this fight? Would you rather see him face Jamal Charlo? Would you want to see him face Terrence Bud Crawford in September? That is the rumor as well. You guys let me know how you feel about this one in the comments section. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. And I'm out. Peace.